Australians go to the polls this Saturday in what is likely to be a tight election. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's party is ahead in the opinion polls, with the opposition's Peter Dutton not far behind. Roger Maynard reports from Sydney.
Wind turbines are becoming a familiar sight in the Australian countryside, signalling a change of direction from fossil fuels to renewables. At the same time, energy sources and their cost have been dominating this election. And while exhibitors at this energy show in Sydney believe the smart money is on cheaper renewables in the long term, it may take some time to reap the benefits.
I do understand, the concerns about the cost of living when it comes to renewable energy. But I think the price is gonna decrease in the future when the economy of scale has increased and more players join the market.
Lower prices couldn't come soon enough for Australians like Scott and Elise Clark, whose business name reflects their response to the cost of living crisis. Grumpy Donuts has seen demand for its tasty treats slump by a half.
I think the only thing that we can stay consistent with in this kind of an economy is hope. I think we just have to maintain that hope. If we sort of give up, it's just going to all come crumbling down, because we've really got to push hard to keep the doors open.
Their mood is reflected across the country as Australians struggle to put a roof over their head and in many cases turn to charity kitchens like the Loaves and Fishes to feed themselves. Many feel worse off now than when Labor came to power 3 years ago. A combination of factors including higher interest rates, rising retail prices and soaring rents have had a serious knock-on effect for low and middle income earners.
We asked people which bills are causing their family the most financial stress. The percentage of people citing groceries has increased dramatically over the last number of years. It's gone from about 10% to about 40% of households. So as many people struggling to feed their families as put a roof over their heads.
It's the cost of living that'll clearly decide the outcome of this election, and both sides of the political fence have to convince voters they have the answer.
Cost of living is absolutely front and centre. It has been really for a year in Australia. People have felt the squeeze on a number of fronts, but it also has other issues coming off it. Housing is particularly prominent for young people, housing affordability, and so what you've seen is both sides presenting extensive housing policies.
But there is hope on the horizon, with interest rates beginning to come down and inflation dropping to a more manageable 2 to 3%. That's put a spring in the step of the real estate market, with more buyers around and house prices rising 1.7% in March.
Third and final call, absolutely sure, all done. Any better bid above 120, $500. Quickly, are we bidding? Sold. Fantastic result, good crowd, good strong spirited bidding. We had 6 registered parties. It was a really good home here on a corner block in Bonnyrigg Heights, ready to move into, as I said, or rent out if you like. So yeah, good result.
Signs of an economic turnaround will be welcome news for Australia's Labor government, which until recently was trailing in the opinion polls. But voters have long memories, and those still hurting in the hip pocket might well be tempted to vote for a change of government. Roger Maynard, CNA, Sydney.